I want some McDonald's, so I started a GoFundMe so people could pay for me.
Streaming ramen
You
with
are on
stuff.
YouTube?
Yep. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna watch. You gotta get some nice ASMR, remember?
Yep.
Nice. No, don't start yet. If you gotta take your shirt off.
No.
Why? Alright, I'm watching, bro. Go full face cam, bro. I'm watching. Alright, I'm watching, bro. Go full face cam, bro.
There.
I'm watching. But Wendy's on channel 5 when it's like, don't fund me for that chocolate shake! Wendy's on channel 5 when it's like, don't fund me for that chocolate shake! Oh, Daddy.
Dude, stop.
Matthew.
Halo Combat Evolved, or Halo 1, is the first installment in the massive Halo franchise, a game that influenced every shooter that came out after it. Halo 1 is truly one of the greatest games of all time, and I always find it so crazy that sometimes even avid fans of my channel, which uploads primarily Halo content, haven't even played Halo 1. Also, I wanted an excuse to get all the cutscenes in 4K. Check this video out in 4K, it's pretty nice. I wanted to make a video that showed exactly what it was like to play through Halo Combat Evolved, not just the story, not just the gameplay, both together. In this video, I'll try to condense everything about Halo 1 into 20 minutes, to give you the full Halo Combat Evolved experience without you ever having to play the game. Though if you haven't played Halo 1, you should probably get on that, it's a pretty awesome game. But I think we should get on it, so this is Halo Combat Evolved in 20 minutes.
What? So, boy? Boy, I'm gonna go donate here. Go fuck, bro.
Halo Combat Evolved starts fairly mysteriously with a conversation between Captain Keyes, that's this guy, and Cortana, this person. Well, Cortana isn't really a person, more a computer program. Right now, they're aboard the ship the Pillar of Autumn, and chasing them is the Covenant. We'll find out more about all of these characters later, don't worry. The Covenant, a group of different alien species, is chasing the humans aboard the Pillar of Autumn. Right now, the humans on board the Pillar of Autumn are vastly outgunned. Captain Keyes has no...
Minecraft has been around for more than a decade now, and ever since its creation, glitches have been lurking around in the game waiting to be found. Some exploitable, others not so much. So today we'll be looking at the history of these glitches, what they used to look like, and how they evolved into what we see today. This is the history of Minecraft glitches. Alright, let's start all the way back in 2009 when the game is officially released and goes into the classic phase. During Minecraft Classic, there was a unique feature added by Notch that allowed you to press R to save your position, and when you press enter, you could teleport back to that position. Since this was extremely buggy, it didn't take long for people to exploit it. One way to do so was by jumping into the air and setting a save point, then jumping again and pressing enter, which causes you to go higher up than before. Repeating this process will let you ascend into the sky until the game stops you from going any further. But instead of forcing you back to the ground, you're stuck up there and have to crash your own game to get down. There was also another exploit in that version that was the first ever X-ray glitch. It could be done by simply digging yourself into a hole and placing a sand block on your head, which will allow you to see any nearby caves or lava. You know, I wouldn't consider either of these glitches exploits though, since there wasn't really much harm in doing them since survival wasn't a thing yet. In fact, I would go as far to say as they were both useless. After Classic ended towards the the end of 2009, the InDev and InfDev stage arrived. This is where we would finally see people making grinding pointless in the game, with the first ever duplication glitches. Some players figured out how to make a bugged block, which in other words is an infinite block. What you would do was set up a small wooden house structure like this with a 2-block high wall and a 2-block hole. You would then dispose of the item you want to glitch while aiming your crosshair right to the side of the block. If you aim it correctly, the last block dropped will become infinite and you have now beaten the game. Another glitch, which isn't really a glitch, but I'm gonna mention it anyways because it's funny. If you set your world type to floating island, these random women NPCs that Notch added will walk off the sides of the map without hesitating once and just fall to their death. Now, we've talked a little bit about the first glitches that players have found and used, but during the InDev and InfDev stage, there was also a couple of strange glitches in the game itself. During the InDev stage, before the world became infinitely generated.
Bro, imagine you're the type of guy that moan and celebrate as soon as you get that McDonald's.